Hello, how's it going, everybody? I'm Romain Black, the creator of this beautiful comic book here, Fireshine. And this is my new channel. I want to come up here every week and post, some how to draw videos and educational videos and introduce my books and stuff like that to the world. But anyway, watch this cool clip right here when I'm coloring Sasuke getting splashed in the face with a giant pool of blood. Start off with some gory shit. But, I just want to talk about the backstory to my book here. Fireshine started off when I was like 14 years old. In high school, watching anime, reading comic books as a child, and then I was just missing. So I felt like I was missing something. Like the industry's just missing this book that I wanted to read, and no one would make the book I wanted to read, so I decided to make it myself. I always was a creator ever since I could remember anything. I was always creating, always drawing in my notebooks, creating comics from when I was a little boy. I filled out notebooks on top of notebooks of full comics every day when I come home from school. I just do pages upon pages of books. I wish I still had them today, but unfortunately, circumstances, due to circumstances, I no longer have them. And, that's a little bit about me. I created this book because I wanted a new type of book. And I would like to talk about that book. I would like to bring you guys into the world a little bit with this video. And Fireshine is about a story about these twins. And the twins are genetically modified babies of genetically modified beings already being modified in spirit. Meaning the father, who was the original mutant, I should say, he got possessed by this demonic entity, which was his original creator, that he possessed him in the spirit. And he changed his body from the inside without him knowing for years, until he got his wife pregnant and he got twins. When the twins were born, they had white hair and red eyes instead of the red hair and blue eyes that they had, that their family have, and all the other children that they had before them have red hair and blue eyes. Now these two twins, Sasame and Sasuke, came out with the opposite color, and just the eyes red. So they found that a little bit funny. But at that same time, the father started to change. He started to become evil right in front of their eyes. The older son, Shinra Jr., he was shocked to see his father acting the way he did, because he took up the son, Sasuke, blew a hole in the side of the hospital. They was high up into this high skyrise hospital in the city of Fireshine. And he jumped out the window with the baby after he said some crazy words to his wife and his children and the other ninjas that was there. The ninja jumped out after him, and so did the younger brother, Sai. So, Shinra Jr. had no other choice than to jump out the window to save his brother. And the mother cried out, thinking that her three sons, just died, and her husband was going crazy. And what was happening was the demonic spirit that was inside of Shinra this whole time was now manifesting because he accomplished his mission. He created a being that had the ability to transcend reality, physically moving the body from one universe to another without having to leave the body in spirit, but in full physicality. No, doing so, he used that child as a sacrifice, shedding his blood, cutting his throat with his finger, and spreading his blood on the ground to make a gigantic seal. A gate which let in all the other demonic entities, gave them access to the land of fire. The land of fire was always fortified. It's a flying vessel, a flying continent with force fields and cloaking technology that was hidden from the rest of the world for hundreds of years, until that day when they invaded, caused a giant war. But Kenji, Sasuke and Sasame's cousin, escaped with the little girl, fearing that Shinra would come back for the little girl. He tried to escape with her. Only after getting severely wounded in his chest that actually caused him to die. He died, but he was soon resurrected. Not only so, that they retrieved the body of the boy. Sasuke's body was cold and lifeless until that wound on his neck miraculously started to heal. These red tentacles, fibrous looking things, started to weave on his neck, leaving a red marking across his throat. Inside of his body, his soul liquefied and actually became his blood. he started to have blue blood, this liquid soul. He came back to life. Everyone was amazed. And this was only after this little mini war of this invasion. You know, after all the bloodshed and thousands died when they retrieved his body. And the boy grew into a healthy young boy. Until Kendry one day decided to separate that blue blood, his soul, liquid soul, from his body, to allow him to start having regular, so his body can start producing blood again. That's when he found out that it was actually his soul. So this blue plasma was not allowed to separate from the boy. Because if it separated from him, if it wasn't next to him, the boy would go crazy. He would become an empty vessel. Then he would start to go mad. Violence will fill his mind. And he'll tear anything apart. Living, dead, anything, objects. He'll just destroy everything. He becomes like a wild animal. So Kenji decided to make a sword that housed the blue liquid. Like a sheath. And Sasuke started to use it as like a whip inside of the blade itself. The sword he gave him had vents on the side that allowed the blue liquid to come out of it and to produce energy waves, these blue fireballs, to create shields, to create other things that he so wishes. And the hilt of the sword detaches from it. And the blue liquid attaches to the hilt like a giant whip. Our story takes place years later, when the invasion happened for the second time. Invasion of this giant lizard. But I don't want to tell you guys all the story. You could pick it up. Soon going to print this book pretty soon. I hope I wasn't boring or anything with this video. I know I talk slow, probably. I don't know. I have no idea how I sound, of how you would perceive it, but yeah. This being that invades is to accomplish the second part of their plans, to actually cause Sasuke to activate, causing a dimensional rift without his knowing, because over the years they're constantly trying to kidnap him, constantly trying to get him back, him and his sister. constantly trying to kidnap them and turn them into weapons to invade other worlds. And as I said, this is where a story takes place. And the big brother, Shinra Jr., is coming back from a very important mission. He's been gone for months. And all his siblings decided to attack him to prove how strong they have become. Shinra is a very strict brother. He is always pushing them. But they don't know it's because he has seen the horrors of that war when Sasuke and Sasami was born. And he knew that a day will come where they will return. They will come back again. That he'll see his father again and have to fight him. Because that demon, Zelrael, still possesses his father to this day. And he knows that that's the only way that they can be protected, is if they can all stand up against the hordes of monsters. Horrible beings that eat people and suppress the masses of their world. Utopus is the name of their world. The people go unaware of who or what is manipulating their world and the events, the economies, the commodities, the inventions, who is controlling it all. It is really them. The draw. They're the ones that are controlling it all. And I hope you guys think it's interesting. Thank you to everybody on Instagram and Twitter out there that follows me. Thanks for watching. And, keep an eye on my project. Finishing up now. I know I'm taking long, but it's hard being a dad. And 2 children are constantly wanting your attention. It's hard. But keep going. I'm going to try to do this YouTube thing. Spread the word. If you like it, what you're seeing now, if you like the story, please go to Indiegogo. Link in the description below. Link is in the description below. So please follow, like, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. The book is coming along. The book is only $12, guys. It's $23 for the special edition. The special edition with 30 pages of the making of Fireshine, all the concept arts pieces that I've been doing for years and years, coming up with this storyline. The part that I was just telling you guys about with the war and all that stuff, that happens after The second volume that I was going to come out with later on this year, that's in volume 3. Because the story takes a twist in this next volume that's coming out after this one. The book that I'm doing is 50 pages. It's 2 chapters plus a little bit of the third, a little sneak peek of the third. The next one I'm doing is the third and the fourth. I don't think I'm going to show a sneak of the next one because it's a huge change to the story. It goes back in time and shows that those very events that I was just talking about. This book I have been writing since I was 18 years old. You know, I wrote the very beginning at first, and I actually started to draw them. But those pictures are old. They're old. So, you know, I can't use those. Probably put them in the next volume or the third volume with like the special features. I'll show some of my older stuff that pertains to that part of the story. I'm not gonna really show any spoilery parts for this special edition. Not too much showing what is to come. I have over 10 chapters written, I believe, probably 12 or 13 chapters written already, you know, full scripts, descriptions, character designs, everything that I've been working on for like a decade. And, you know, ready now to release it to the world, talk to you guys, bring you guys some tutorial videos and stuff like that, how to draw, how to do inking and special effects and storyboards and everything. If you guys have any ideas or something you want to see from me, please drop it down in the description. No, please drop it down into the comments below. I'm gonna read everything. I read all my comments, guys. You know, anything you want, I'm here for you. This is a community, and I want to build this up to be one of the best channels on the internet to grow as a manga creator or just a comic book creator in general, and have a nice community where we could communicate and help each other grow and become the best versions of ourselves that we can be, and just spread positivity and love out there to the universe, you know? So guys, like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Later.